もし間違ってなければこの記録は800の世界記録を上回ってる。いいぞ、筋肉が温まってきた。スピードが上がってる。それは 1000m を超えた地点で起こった。筋肉痙攣か。早くではなく日夜強くなるためにだけロードワークを実践する少年。常に負荷をイメージしながら走る習慣はやがて筋肉へと刷り込まれる。本日バキの筋肉がイメージしたのはこれだった。ゴール。バキゴンケツ。よし解散していいぞ。前半飛ばしすぎだよお前。バキ落第。いや合格だ。
Alright, Shalom. Before I get started, I'm going to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'Shem, Rakakudash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of GMS who rule and teach well. And peace and safety to the argument that's around the four corners of the world that's pushing out this truth, giving all diligence, and putting their lives on the line to do so. It's the brother CHAARAWTAZA here of the GMS Atlanta camp. Just here with the lesson. I'm going to just entitle it, endurance and balance, because what you just seen, the clip that I showed you was, anime, some brothers here watching is very spiritual, but the part that I actually showed was the main character, and he was basically doing a fitness test in class, and he was very strong. He was faster than everybody, stronger than everybody, trained harder than everybody. But his problem was that he didn't have any endurance. He ran out of steam, so to speak. And I just showed that clip, because we have to have that same, we have to have the endurance while we're in this truth. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start with this scripture. Because this thing is not about, you have to, you can't treat the truth sloppy, man. You have to do everything with the perfect balance, as the scriptures tell us. You can't go too fast, and neither can you go slow. You have to do it with a perfect balance. So without further ado, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 9 and verse 11. It says, I returned and saw under the sun that the race is not to the swift. So as I showed in that clip, the character, he was faster than everyone, But the scriptures tell us that it's not, about how fast you can go, because ultimately, if you're just running fast, you're gonna run out of steam quick, man. It's not just like the character did, in the clip that I showed you. He ran out of steam, and he started off the first half in front of everyone, but he ended up in last place, because the scriptures tell us that the race is not to the swift. Now, like I said before, it's a such thing as a balance in the truth. You don't want to go above, what you can handle, because ultimately you're going to run out of steam. But also the scriptures tell us about being slothful. Me and a couple of other brothers, and also the spirit has just been, heavy, with the apostles and elders, and the heads of the camps about being slothful as well, man. So there's a balance with the scriptures, but I'm gonna reread this again. This is Ecclesiastes 9 and 11. I returned and saw under the sun that the race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong. You know, so hey, for all the these mighty, strong, I'm bigger, and my muscles is bigger than everyone else. That's not what the truth is about, man. You know, so we have to have that perfect balance. When we're when we while we're in this truth, man, or else you're gonna be, basically another fallout. Now if don't treat it like, don't take advantage of it. If the spirit is on you, to do a lesson, if the spirit is on you to read, if the spirit is on you to pray, hey, don't do it, man. Just do it. Don't think about I think I'm doing too much. If the spirit is on you, do it. But don't force stuff, man. Because ultimately your work will be sloppy. And that's what I wanted to get. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 3. I'll start at verse 6. It says, I have planted, Apollo's waters, but the Most High gave the increase. Verse 7. So then neither is he that planteth anything, neither he that watereth, but the Most High that giveth the increase. So it's all up to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, how we grow in this thing, but you have to start it off, man. Verse 8, it says, he that planteth and he that watereth are one, and every man shall receive his own reward according to his own labor. So don't, like I was saying before, you have to have that perfect balance, man. Because we're going to receive it says we're going to receive our reward according to our labor, So if you still have to do, certain, keep up with the spirit, and don't get left behind. That's what it's really all about. Is just keeping up with the spirit, man. This is not, a competition, man. Everyone is fighting, for their own salvation. So it says, for verse 9, for we are laborers together with the Most High, and ye are the Most High's husbandry. Ye are the Most High's building. According to the grace of the Most High, which is given unto me as a wise master builder, I have laid the foundation, and another buildeth thereon. But let every man take heed to how he buildeth thereupon. And that was the point that I wanted to get, was take heed to how you build, man. You don't want it to be, shoddy and work, man. You want a solid foundation, so to speak. I forget what scripture is, but I believe it was Yahweh Shah who was speaking. And Matthew, and the brother can, if they watching this, can correct me if I'm wrong, Baba Kashah. But he was speaking on how a man build, with stone, or how a man builds with hay, roughly paraphrasing. If you build with the hay, the wind will blow it down. But if you build with the stone and the rock, it's a solid foundation, man. So that's the importance, of our labors. As I'm just to go back to the point of the clip that I showed in the beginning. The character, he really wasn't smart with how he trained. He trained for strength and for quickness, but he didn't train for the endurance, man. I read in Ecclesiastes, the 9th chapter, how the race is not to the swift, neither to the strong or the mighty man. Verse 11, for another foundation can no man lay that is laid, which is Yahweh Shah Mashiach. Now, if any man build upon this foundation, gold, silver, precious stones, wood, hay, or stubble, every man's work shall be made manifest, for the day shall declare it, because it shall be revealed by fire, and the fire shall try every man's work of what sort it is. So depending on, how you build your foundation with whether it's gold, silver, precious stones, that's what you want to use as your foundation, man. But if it's wood, hay or stubble, and it's gonna burn in that fire, man. If we've seen cats work even before, get burned, and because they cast it out, man. They're no longer in the truth, man. They were building on an unstable foundation. That's why the balance. That's why I keep hitting to the point of your balance, man. Don't force things, but also don't get caught. Don't get caught not keeping up with the spirit, man, because you'll fall out. That's why it's important, to stay on, current events, stay with the spirit that the apostles and elders are in. Take heed to the elder men that's in your camp. Listen when the spirit is speaking, because if you miss certain things, man, you may not know what's going on. You'll get left behind. I had another precept too, as well. Proverbs 16. No, Salaki. Salaki. Because the scriptures speak a lot on, balance. It's Proverbs 20 and 23. It says that diverse weights are an abomination unto Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, and a false balance is not good. So a false balance isn't good, man. You want to have a good balance when you're in the truth. And let's look up the interlinear for the word balance. I believe it's H3975, and it's Ma'azan. Ma'azan. And it says scales balance. Matter of fact, I had the definition pulled up. This is balance. It says, this is the noun. It says an even distribution of weight, enabling someone or something to remain upright and steady. Your balance is going to help you remain upright and steady while in the truth, man. It says stability. The synonyms are stability, equilibrium, steadiness, footing. So you can keep your footing in the truth, man. The scriptures speak about being unmovable, and being rooted. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get that. What's that? This is Colossians chapter 2, verse 7. I'll start at 6. As it says, as ye have therefore received Yahweh Shah Mashiach the Lord, so we walk in him. Verse 7, rooted and built up in him, and established in the faith, as ye have been taught, abounding therein with thanksgiving. So we have to be rooted, and established in the faith, man, in the truth. That word rooted, is a synonym for being footed. Not falling out of the truth, as we've seen guys do. And it's all up to how you build according to your works. So take heed to certain things that's being pushed out from top men, because that's very, very, very important. I'm gonna get another definition to the balance. It says a condition in which different elements are equal in the correct proportions. It says to keep or put something in steady position so it does not fall. That's a balance, man. The scriptures just told us that the Lord doesn't like a false balance, man. That was that Proverbs 16 and 20 and 23, man. I'm gonna reread it again. It says diverse weights are an abomination unto the Lord. Because that's really the spirit of the 2/3, man. They're here, they're there, they're everywhere. They have no balance with life, man. It says, and the false balance is not good, man. So these are things that we must continue to work on, to endure, and to have that endurance, in the truth, because this is not, as brothers say all the time, man, this is not a sprint, this is a marathon, you know. But I hope this lesson was edifying. I'm going to go ahead and close out by giving all praise and all glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah Ba'Shem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostle.